Well, time now is 6:18, and Fox 21 and the Colorado Springs Independent are teaming up once again for this year's Indy Give campaign. We're highlighting local organizations that need our community's help. And this morning we have Wild Connections with us in the studio. Jim Lockhart and John with us this morning. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Tell us a little bit about your organization, whoever wants to go first.
All right. Well, Wild Connections, as our name indicates, is an organization that protects connectivity within the landscape. We're an environmental organization that deals with the problem of habitat fragmentation, which is, of course, a major environmental problem, especially for wildlife. They need to be able to move back and forth. As you know, there are more human impacts, and with climate change, wildlife is on the move now more than ever. So that's basically what we do, is we try to promote the management of government agency lands in a way that will promote the connectivity, the connections between various places.
How did this all get started?
It got started in 1995 with sort of the bigger picture. There were people who were concerned about connections over the landscape from Yellowstone north into the Yukon and down into New Mexico along the spine of the Rockies. And so we just are playing a small part of that. We're a part of the spine of the Rockies, and playing a small part of that area, trying to maintain those kind of wild connections that Jim's talking about.
So a lot of people are outdoorsy in Colorado. That's, you know, everybody knows that. Mm-hmm. Why should people care about this organization?
Well, we, like I say, we do protect wildlands in a way that's a little different than other environmental organizations. And the way we do that is we encourage people to become familiar with areas that are of particular importance, particularly in need of protection. We lead hikes, we do restoration projects. We also advocate before government agencies to encourage them to promote the wild connections that we are concerned with. About a little more than 10 years ago, we produced what's called the Wild Connections Conservation Plan, which is what's called a citizens management alternative, which we gave to the Forest Service. We had about 100 people go out over about a 10-year period and examine about 150 areas in the local national forests. And from that, we decided how we would recommend that the lands be managed.
So obviously the Indy Give campaign, for people who don't know, we receive hundreds of applications for nonprofits, and you guys were one of the nonprofits who were chosen, and this is a donation-based kind of program that we run here. So what are you guys trying to get out of these donations? What would you do with the money that you guys would receive?
We're an organization that runs on a real small budget, mostly volunteer. We have one wonderful employee, John Stukowski, who does a lot of our outdoor field work and organizing, taking people out into the wild places that we're studying. And so we have I guess I no more particular need than all the other the other Indy Gives organizations, for sure, but we work on a relatively shoestring budget, and so the Indy Gives is a very important campaign for us to help provide a substantial portion of our budget each year.
Well, Jim and John, thank you guys so much for being here. We really do appreciate it, and best of luck to you guys this year.
Thank you.
Well, Fox 21 News, obviously very honored to be doing Indy Give again in 2018. 94 nonprofits participating this year. We hope to raise $1.4 million for some very deserving nonprofits like Jim and John here. If you're looking to give this holiday season, head to fox21news.com/give.